You're not your own keeping.
Sipping this lean, I'm living carefree, da da da. LSD for me and you, keep up please. You can't judge nobody, so don't judge me. I just like smoking that weed, I just like smoking that weed. Smoking, drinking, booling, linking, facing these J's, I can't complain, my life is insane. I just wanna party and have some fun. I just wanna party and do some drugs, yeah.
Hey guys, it's Yellowkushh back on the... And today I have a different video for y'all. Y'all know, if y'all been watching my channel for a while, that I don't really do Q&As that often. Because personally, I don't like to watch Q&As. They're boring. Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I never do them. I like to do content that I would watch. And that's just not it. But today I wanted to do a deep Q&A. I've been doing YouTube for like 2 years now, and all the questions I have, I wrote them all out. I don't think I've answered before. I want y'all to get to know a different side of me, and I want to speak on things that I haven't spoke on before. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. I wanted to do a more chill video today because I'm just chilling today, okay? Sorry, I'm being cringy. But I'm like in a real lazy mood. So if my mood seems down a little bit, that's why. Like, I'm not in a bad mood or nothing. I'm just like lazy right now. But still wanted to film, so I'm just gonna hop right into these questions. But any girl talk videos, like virginity, like things like that, I'll answer in a girl talk video. This video is specifically to get to know me a little bit better, and some of these questions will help some people, so yeah. The first question is, have I ever struggled with an eating disorder? A lot of people think I've struggled with an eating disorder because I've lost so much weight. That's not the truth. I've actually never struggled with an eating disorder. I remember in 8th grade, summer going into 9th, like, I used to be so insecure about my body, and like, I would try to throw up my food, but I never could, and I'd try to starve myself, but bitch, I'd still eat. So like, no, I've never had an eating disorder. Now, like, I eat, baby. I eat when I'm hungry, you dig? But I've never had an eating disorder, so I don't know what to tell you. A lot of people really think I have an eating disorder. Like, someone could just lose weight just cause, you know. The next question is, what was the moment you started rocking alone? Now, I put a lot of questions on here that, like, I was answering as I was writing them down. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a little speech, a little, like, wake up speech, okay? I started rocking alone when I realized these people aren't really for me. They're pushing me further away from the goals that I want to be achieving than what I'd be doing alone. I've seen a lot of fake behavior from the people, and once I see fake behavior, it's an instant red flag. I stopped ignoring the red flags. That's what you need to do. If you're in this situation and you have fake friends, stop ignoring the red flags. It is okay to rock alone. And I used to hear that all the time when I was in high school, and I would never be okay with that. Like, how boring to just sit in my bed and have no friends when it's supposed to be the best times of my life. That's why throughout high school, like, I always had a friend. I never wanted to be alone. But finally, I've accepted that, and I'm fine with being alone. Like, I get more done by myself than I would with people. And I don't know. You shouldn't be so afraid to be alone. Who cares what people think of you? I used to struggle with caring so much what people thought of me. But I'll get into that further in the video on how I fixed that. But yeah, that's why I started rocking alone, because you can't just trust anybody out here. It's a cold, cold world. Trust and believe that. And the next question is, what was your biggest struggle during 2020? I've had so many struggles during 2020. It's been crazy. I think my biggest struggle that I'm still struggling with is my socially awkwardness. What's that I think really this year, like, I've grown this social anxiety, like, and I'm not even saying that to get no type of attention because I hate it so much. Like, I will be around people and this used to not be me. I don't know, like, what changed me, but I'll be around people and I genuinely just don't know how to have a conversation at all. Ever since I got out of that 6-week lockdown after going to jail, I've never been the same. Like, it is so hard for me to talk to people. Like, in my body, I tense up and I'm like, please let this conversation end. Please, please, please. Because I make a fool of myself. I never know what to say back to people. I'm like, oh, for real? Like, I'm just so awkward. And I hate talking to people. I'd way rather be alone or with my boyfriend than with people. And I don't like that about me. I'm a loner. Popular loner. Oh, and y'all like the hair today? Okay, the next question is, what was the worst thing you had to go through growing up? Okay, this question, I got into a deep conversation with some of my friends last night. One was white, one was black. And, like, I'm a mixed person, so, like, I got to explain it to them. And, like, finally being able to voice how I felt for years and years and years and years felt so good. I can't. Please ignore the fucking spinach in my fucking teeth. That is so nasty. It goes out my teeth in a minute. I can't even explain it. That's why I'm here today to tell y'all the same thing that I said last night. Growing up a mixed child is probably one of the hardest things to do in terms of identity issues. Like me personally, I have struggled with my race so much. Like, I still do struggle with my race so much because being half black and being half white, with white people, you're not white enough, and with black people, you're not black enough. I was talking to my mixed cousins just the other day because all my cousins are mixed. They're all black and white. It's the same thing. Like, you hear the same thing with a whole bunch of mixed children because, like, this shit is so hard. I went to a predominantly white school and I always felt like an outcast because I was always the darkest in my class. I was never white enough for these kids. I would straighten my hair, try to fit in so much. And then when I got my car and started growing up and hanging out with different people, like, I was more around, like, diverse, like, more around black people. And I didn't feel black enough because of how I spoke. Like, I don't have a black accent. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I sound really white when I talk. And when I'm around black people, they point that out. And it makes me insecure about how I speak. Because, like, I was raised by a white mom. So, obviously, it's rubbing off on me. You know what I'm saying? It's always been a struggle. Like, I hate that so much. I've always felt like an outcast everywhere I go. I don't fit in, like, with a specific group of people because I only got one end of the spectrum. Like, I only grew up with my white mom. I didn't get to experience my black side for a lot of my childhood. What made you trust Prince again after cheating and the abuse? Okay. I want to explain this from my point of view because I know a lot of people have opinions that I could give less of a fuck about. Like, let me start off by saying, first of all, and yes, I only have one earring in because I only thought this side was for the show, so, but whatever. It is my relationship, and I feel as though what I choose to do with my relationship is nobody else's choice but mine. Y'all can have y'all's opinions, but don't get mad at me for not caring. Let me get into how I forgave him, or why I forgave him, and then I'll touch on my faults, okay? So, me and Prince, as some of you know and some of you may not know, in Panama City, a lot of stuff went down. There was abuse, but there was abuse on both ends. And it was just a really toxic time, I'm not gonna lie. But the reason I forgave him, oh yeah, and there was also cheating. He did cheat on me. And hold on, I'll get into that. So the abuse thing, the reason I forgave him for that is because he was hanging out with Bob from my last story time, who they used to be real close, but after me and Karen fell out, they stopped really hanging around each other, so like it was never an issue. Like, so then like at the end of July, when me and Karen became friends again, they started hanging out again. And ever since they started hanging out again, like, Prince had just been acting, like, so off towards me. Like, and I was like, what the hell am I doing wrong? Like, but I see now, because the second he got away from Bob, he's a completely different person. Like, Bob was the issue. And I know I can't blame Bob for Prince's actions, because I know Prince messed up, I messed up, but Bob heavily influenced Prince because he was seeing what Bob did to Karen. Sorry, these names are hard for me to remember. But I know that was a one-time thing, because that has not happened at all since then. Like, we have been like so good ever since we've gotten away from the issue. I feel like me and Prince's issue is we had too many people trying to ruin our relationship. Like, I'd have Karen in my ear about why I shouldn't be with him, and he'd have Bob in his ear about why he shouldn't be with me, and like other factors, and it would just be a whole lot of things like ruining our relationship that wouldn't have been an issue if we were just on our own, you know? So everything's been so much better. And like, I'm not saying abuse is not okay in any circumstances. It's not okay just because like I'm back together with him. That's not okay. I know that. And I'm not trying to put that persona into anybody's head. But I want y'all to understand people make mistakes, and it wasn't easy for me to trust Prince again, and I still don't completely fully trust him again. It's been a hell of a fucking process. Like, there's been everything since August has been handled with our relationship off social media, because I don't care to be relationship goals. I don't care for y'all's approval. Like, this is my relationship. This is the love of my life. Whether y'all want to laugh at that or not, y'all don't know what me and him go through offline. Y'all know what I tell you. So it's like, y'all can have y'all's opinion, and I respect y'all's opinion, but that's all it is. It's not affecting me, because I stopped caring about people's opinion. And whenever you fall in love with somebody, you will understand. But yeah, that's why I forgave him. Whether you understand it or agree with it, please be respectful in my comments. A lot of y'all tend to think I'm not just a person. I have feelings too. So yeah, keep that in mind when you comment. We have grown so much in our relationship. Our communication skills have gotten so much better, like so much better. We can actually just sit down and have a conversation about how we're feeling instead of getting physical or getting loud. Like, it's so much better. Do you ever feel alone and like you have no one to talk to? Y'all, all the time. I don't have anybody to talk to. And I feel like that's a big issue for me. I don't trust anybody. Like that's not good, but like, I can't help it. I really can't. Like, I keep all of my emotions bottled up because I don't feel comfortable talking to anybody. Like, I don't have a support system. I don't have someone to give me advice. I feel like I'm so out of it in this video, and I'm not even meaning to, but I'm just thinking a lot. And when I think, I can't stare at myself and be like, da la 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 la. I have to look around. But yeah, I don't have anybody to talk to, but like, I'm not like stressing over it because I need to start talking to God. For real. I need to build my relationship with God so bad. Hardest pill to swallow this year. The hardest pill to swallow this year has been that I'm growing up. That's been like so hard for me to do. I've been an emotional wreck, y'all. Like, I'm staring, like, I'm so deep focused on whatever the fuck I'm staring at. But growing up has been such hell because like I feel, I don't even want to get emotional because like, but I just like, I don't ever talk about how I feel. So it's like, when the attention's on me, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like somebody cares, and when somebody cares, I get emotional. I feel like I've had nobody to like guide me, and that's been really hard for me. I feel like I've let so many people down, and I have such a big heart, and I have like everything. I just don't like to let my parents down. That's been so hard for me in growing up, and I feel like I'm growing up really fast and I need to slow down, but then I feel like I can't. And I don't know what my problem is or why I feel like I can't. But I just miss being a kid. And if you're a kid watching this, enjoy your childhood. I know it feels like it's going to be so exciting to grow up, but like, enjoy time with your parents. Enjoy living with them. Enjoy all that, because every day I wonder what the hell I would do if I lost my mom. And it's taken me so long to realize how good of a mom my mom is. Because I've grown up so privileged, I never realized it. Like, I went to school with a whole bunch of people who had the same privilege as me. And not a privilege in my skin color, even though I know that there's light skin privilege. Not in my school. I grew up with privilege in the way that we had money. Like, we're not rich, nor have we ever been rich, but we have money to get by. I've never had to worry about the power going off or going hungry or any of that. My phone bill not being paid. Like, my mom has always made sure I was straight, and I never appreciated it or realized how blessed I've been with my mom until I've hung out with people who don't have it as good as me. People whose parents are meth heads, crack heads. Like, it's a whole like, people go through foster care and abuse and a whole bunch of situations, and that just breaks my heart because there's nothing they can do about it. Like, they can't get out the system. And that shit just makes me feel so bad. That's why, like, I feel like almost, I feel bad to move out because I feel like I'm not appreciating what I have now because I feel like I'm in a rush. I don't know, y'all. Like, I'm sitting here having a whole therapy. Next question. How did it affect you growing up with divorced parents? So if y'all didn't know, my mom and dad divorced before I was born, so I never grew up with like a stable dad in the home. I mean, I had a stepdad at the age of like 6 to 9, but I didn't like him. But like, not growing up with a dad, like, whether you realize it or not, does take a toll on you. Not having that protector especially my dad, like, my mom and my brother are like this. And me and my dad are like that, but he lives, like, so far away. So, like, he's the only person in the whole world. I keep getting emotional, y'all, and I'm not even meaning to. But he's the only person in the whole world who I can trust, who's never done me wrong. I love my dad so much, and I hope he knows he's such a good dad. Like, my parents are amazing parents. Like, they've raised me to be such a strong, independent woman. And I, like, appreciate that so much. And I genuinely, like, appreciate the time I spend with them. Whew, I'm a little emotional wreck, y'all. Next question. How do you deal with your anxiety? I don't know how to, so if y'all could give me some tips on that, let me know, please. How do you stay so confident? I've been on the internet for 2 years. I've said that in this video before. And a lot of people like to give me negative opinions and hate on me. And over the years, like, seeing all of that has made me more confident because I get a lot more love than I do hate. And so just seeing the hate comments, I know they're just hating because, like, I don't know. But that made me so much more confident. And I don't know. I really don't know how I've done it. But I just, like, have so much love for myself. And I'm proud of myself for that. Last question is, are you okay? I didn't answer all the questions, y'all, because I got too emotional and I already know this is gonna be a long video. But am I okay? I feel like I'm going to be okay. I feel like I'm getting through some hard times now so that I can be okay. My life's a constant battle. And I never know what it has in store for me. And depression plays a big part in my life. My mind plays a big part in my life. And I don't know. But I'm okay. I'll be okay. But y'all, this video is a lot deeper. Emotional. And I know some of y'all like that side of me more. And I know a lot of you just like the funny side of me, and that will be back next video. So, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, and if you want more videos like this, or if y'all have any video suggestions, comment down below. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this.